Welcome back to the channel, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore the 4 most valuable and expensive ultra-rare United States coins ever discovered. From incredible historical significance to breathtaking auction prices worth thousands and even millions of dollars, these legendary coins have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Stay with us until the end because you might be surprised by which coin tops the list. I should clarify one thing before giving the write-up. There is no single 2014 P quarter by itself. In 2014, the Philadelphia Mint, P, produced 5 different quarters in the America the Beautiful Quarters program series. Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Shenandoah National Park, Arches National Park, Great Sand Dunes National Park, and Everglades National Park. Since you asked for the most expensive and valuable 2014 P issue, collectors generally focus on exceptionally high-grade examples and rare mint-terror varieties, with the 2014 P high-grade issues being the strongest candidates. Below is the requested 7-paragraph overview centered on the highest value 2014 P quarter category. The 2014 P United States Quarter Dollar occupies an interesting place within modern American numismatics, because its greatest value does not usually come from ordinary circulation examples, but rather from exceptional condition rarity and unusual minting varieties. While millions of these coins entered circulation, a very small number survive in pristine, gem-quality states capable of earning elite grades from professional grading services. This distinction transforms what appears to be a common 25-cent coin into an object of serious collector attention. Modern coin collectors increasingly pursue top population registry pieces, creating strong demand for examples with nearly flawless surfaces, sharp strikes, and superior eye appeal. As a result, certain 2014 P quarters have become desirable additions to advanced collections despite their relatively recent production date, demonstrating that age alone does not determine numismatic importance. The historical background of the 2014 P quarter is closely connected to the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a United States mint series introduced after the success of the State Quarters program. Beginning in 2010, the series honored national parks, forests, monuments, and historic sites across the United States and its territories. The 2014 releases represented an effort to celebrate America's natural heritage and significant landscapes through circulating coinage. Coins bearing the P mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the nation's oldest and most historically significant minting facilities. The designs commemorated important natural and cultural locations, preserving American identity and geography through everyday currency. The program combined artistic expression with national symbolism, making each issue more than merely a monetary instrument and connecting collectors with places of historical and environmental importance. The unique characteristics of the 2014 P quarter extend beyond its commemorative themes and include design elements that reflect modern minting standards. The obverse continued the familiar portrait of George Washington, based on the classic design lineage adapted from earlier quarter issues, while the reverse varied according to the featured national site. Depending on the specific release, collectors encounter landscapes, wildlife imagery, rock formations, forests, or wetlands rendered in detailed sculptural relief. The coin itself is composed of a copper core clad with outer layers of copper nickel, measures approximately 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and weighs about 5.67 grams. High-grade examples often display strong luster, sharply defined design elements, minimal contact marks, and vibrant visual quality that distinguishes them from ordinary circulation pieces. Under magnification, these superior examples reveal crisp details and clean surfaces that become essential characteristics for advanced collectors. Rarity for the most valuable 2014 P quarter does not originate primarily from low production numbers, because the Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of quarters during the year. Instead, rarity develops through conditioned scarcity and occasional mint errors. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS-67, MS-68, or higher where available, can be extraordinarily difficult to locate because even tiny handling marks may reduce a grade. Collectors also pay close attention to doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other genuine minting anomalies that escaped quality control. Although such errors represent only a tiny fraction of production, they generate substantial interest because they combine modern coinage with unusual characteristics. The number of surviving specimens in exceptional states remains significantly smaller than overall mintage totals, creating scarcity where casual observers might expect abundance. The market value of a standard circulated 2014 P quarter generally remains close to face value, with ordinary examples trading for only 25 cents to perhaps a small premium. Uncirculated examples can commonly sell for approximately $1 to $5 depending on quality and demand. Certified gem examples in grades around MS-66 or MS-67 frequently reach values ranging from roughly $25 to several $100s. The strongest prices are often realized by elite registry quality coins or certified Mintera pieces. Particularly attractive high-grade examples have achieved prices from several $100s to more than $1,000 under favorable market conditions, while dramatic authenticated errors may sometimes command even stronger premiums. Market appreciation is influenced by grading population reports, collector competition, aesthetic appeal, and continuing interest in modern registry collecting, although values fluctuate with broader market demand. Collectors pursuing a valuable 2014 P quarter should focus carefully on identifying examples with outstanding strike quality, bright original luster, and minimal surface imperfections. Because minor defects significantly affect grading outcomes, magnification and proper lighting become essential tools during examination. Certification by recognized third-party grading organizations can provide authenticity and objective assessment, reducing uncertainty in transactions and increasing confidence among buyers and sellers. Storage is equally important, since improper handling can introduce scratches or environmental damage that permanently reduce value. Coins should ideally remain in inert holders, capsules, or professionally graded slabs to preserve their condition. Purchasing from established coin dealers, reputable auction platforms, and respected numismatic communities generally offers greater security than random unverified sources, especially when searching for rare varieties or high-grade examples. The 2014 P quarter demonstrates that modern coinage can achieve meaningful numismatic importance through quality, rarity, and collector enthusiasm rather than age alone. Its connection to America's national landscapes gives it historical and cultural depth, while its artistic execution adds visual appeal that attracts both beginning and experienced collectors. Exceptional examples combine historical relevance, attractive design, and measurable scarcity into a compelling collecting opportunity. Although ordinary specimens remain common, elite condition pieces and authentic error varieties occupy a much more specialized market where demand can be substantial. For enthusiasts interested in modern United States coinage, the most valuable 2014 P quarters represent an engaging intersection of history, artistry, and investment potential that may continue attracting collector attention in future years. Begin. Next up to in the 1999 Delaware State Quarter occupies a special place in modern American numismatics because it represents the Denver Mint version of the first state quarter, released in the enormously successful 50 State Quarters program. Among collectors of modern U.S. coinage, this quarter has developed an enduring reputation not because ordinary examples are inherently rare, but because exceptional high-grade pieces and certain varieties can become surprisingly valuable. The coin's importance stems from its role in beginning one of the most popular coin programs in United States history, a series that drew millions of casual Americans into collecting and transformed pocket change into a source of nationwide enthusiasm. Today, demand remains strong because collectors continue building complete state quarter sets, registry-quality collections, and specialized error collections. Although many circulated examples still trade at face value, premium examples possessing superior strike quality, intense mint luster, and nearly flawless surfaces can command significant prices in the collector market. Historically, the coin emerged in 1999 as part of an ambitious initiative to honor all 50 states in the order they entered the Union. Delaware became the inaugural issue because it earned the title, the first state, after being the first colony to ratify the United States Constitution in 1787. The Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark on the coin, produced hundreds of millions of these pieces for circulation. The reverse design commemorated an important moment in Delaware history by depicting Caesar Rodney riding on horseback, symbolizing his historic overnight journey to cast a crucial vote for independence. The release of the 1999 State Quarters series became a cultural event extending beyond traditional collecting circles, with schools, families, and hobbyists actively searching through circulation to assemble complete sets. This widespread public interest elevated the historical importance of the 1999 issues and cemented the Delaware Quarter's role as a landmark piece in modern American coinage. From a design perspective, the 1999 D Delaware Quarter combines classical and commemorative elements in a visually balanced composition. The obverse retains the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse features Caesar Rodney on horseback with inscriptions including the first state, Delaware, 1787, and the year of issue. Like standard Washington quarters of the era, the coin is composed of a copper core clad with outer layers of copper nickel, measures approximately 24.3 millimeters in diameter, and weighs about 5.67 grams. In high-grade examples, collectors pay particular attention to the sharpness of Rodney's figure, the horse details, and the strength of Washington's hair and facial features. Superb examples exhibit vibrant mint luster, minimal contact marks, and strong strikes, characteristics that become increasingly difficult to locate despite the large production numbers. These visual distinctions may seem subtle to non-collectors, but among advanced numismatists, they dramatically influence desirability and value. Rarity for the 1999 D Delaware Quarter does not arise from low production numbers. Instead, it comes from what collectors call conditional rarity, meaning that coins surviving in exceptionally preserved states become scarce. Millions of examples entered circulation, but most accumulated wear, scratches, and surface damage over time. Collectors also pay attention to recognized varieties and errors, though the famous spitting horse die-crack variety is more commonly associated with Philadelphia examples rather than Denver pieces. Error coins such as off-center strikes, die cracks, struck through errors, and unusual planchet mistakes may also generate additional interest. The highest-grade certified pieces are especially difficult to locate because even tiny marks acquired during transportation and storage can reduce a coin's grade. For modern quarters, differences between grades such as MS-66, MS-67, and MS-68 can produce dramatic changes in market behavior and collector competition. Market values for the 1999 D Delaware Quarter vary considerably according to condition and certification status. Most circulated examples remain worth only their face value of 25 cents, or perhaps a small premium. Attractive uncirculated pieces often sell for approximately $5 to $15 in lower mint state grades, while stronger examples reaching MS-66 or MS-67 can move into the tens or hundreds of dollars. Truly exceptional specimens graded MS-68 or above have demonstrated substantial increases, because registry collectors compete intensely for the highest certified examples. Published price guides and sales data indicate that top-condition pieces and unusual errors can reach several $100s and occasionally exceed $1,000 depending on certification and collector demand. However, collectors should distinguish carefully between actual completed sales and unrealistic online listings, since many inflated asking prices create false impressions regarding rarity. Genuine value is driven by confirmed grading, eye appeal, population rarity, and competitive auction demand rather than optimistic advertisements. For collectors pursuing this issue, careful examination and patience are more valuable than impulse purchases. Strong examples should display original mint luster without excessive scratches, fingerprints, or discoloration. Certification through major grading companies can provide reassurance regarding authenticity and condition, especially for coins believed to fall into premium mint state categories. Proper storage is equally important because exposure to humidity, harsh handling, or abrasive materials can reduce long-term quality. Protective holders, archival coin flips, or professionally encapsulated slabs help preserve surfaces and maintain appeal. Collectors searching for superior examples may explore reputable coin dealers, established auctions, coin shows, and specialized numismatic communities. When examining raw coins, magnification and proper lighting can reveal strike quality, surface marks, and possible errors that might otherwise go unnoticed. The 1999 Delaware State Quarter ultimately represents far more than a standard 25-cent piece, because it marks the beginning of a defining chapter in modern United States coin collecting. Its combination of historical importance, symbolic design, and potential value in superior condition has made it attractive to both beginning collectors and experienced specialists. While ordinary examples remain common, the finest surviving specimens illustrate how even modern circulating coinage can develop meaningful rarity and investment potential. Its enduring appeal arises from a blend of nostalgia, historical relevance, and the challenge of locating truly exceptional pieces. As interest in registry collecting and modern coin grading continues, the 1999 Delaware Quarter remains an important reminder that value in numismatics is often determined not merely by age, but by condition, story, and the enthusiasm of collectors who pursue excellence. Next up in the 2009 United States Quarter dollar occupies a fascinating place in modern American numismatics, although an important clarification for collectors is that there is no single standalone 2009 quarter that automatically ranks among the most expensive U.S. quarters ever produced. Instead, the most valuable examples are found within the 2009 issues of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters program, struck at the Denver Mint and carrying the D Mint mark. Among these, exceptional high-grade examples and rare error varieties, particularly pieces from the Northern Mariana Islands Quarter, Puerto Rico Quarter, and District of Columbia Quarter, have attracted significant attention. Their appeal lies not only in their face value origins, but in the reality that certain nearly perfect specimens and unusual minting anomalies can command surprisingly strong premiums. Modern collectors are increasingly drawn toward condition rarity, where coins that are common in circulation become exceptionally scarce in elite preservation grades, creating a competitive market and sustained demand among enthusiasts. The historical background of the 2009 Quarter series is closely connected with the continuation of the immensely successful U.S. State Quarter initiative that began in 1999. By 2009, the program shifted focus from the 50 states to the District of Columbia and 5 United States territories, honoring regions that had not been represented in the original State Quarter program. Coins were issued for the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. The Denver Mint produced circulating examples bearing the D Mint mark, while the Philadelphia Mint produced corresponding P issues, and the San Francisco Mint created proof versions. The program carried cultural significance because each reverse design celebrated local heritage, identity, and traditions. These quarters became miniature historical documents, preserving images and symbols associated with each represented region, while introducing millions of Americans to aspects of national culture that many had never previously encountered. The unique features of the 2009 D quarters reveal why collectors examine them carefully. The obverse retained the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by sculptor John Flanagan, while the reverse changed with each territory issue. The coins were struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, consisting of outer copper-nickel layers bonded to a pure copper core. Each quarter maintained a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of approximately 5.67 grams, consistent with modern circulating quarters. The Northern Mariana Islands reverse displayed a limestone latte stone and native flora. Puerto Rico featured a century box and hibiscus flower, while the District of Columbia design honored musician and cultural ambassador Duke Ellington. In high-grade examples, remarkable detail becomes visible, including sharp lettering, crisp textures, and highly lustrous surfaces with minimal contact marks, characteristics that become critical when determining value. Rarity in these coins generally does not stem from low production numbers, because many millions were struck for circulation. Instead, rarity develops through condition scarcity and mint errors. A quarter may have had hundreds of millions of examples released, yet only a very small number survive in extremely high grades such as MS-67 or MS-68. Mint state grades indicate coins showing no wear, and the difference between MS-66 and MS-68 can represent dramatic changes in market value. Additionally, certain error varieties create another layer of rarity. Off-center strikes, doubled die characteristics, die cracks, struck through errors, and improperly aligned dies can transform an ordinary quarter into a specialized collector item. Because most modern quarters entered circulation quickly and experienced handling damage, pristine examples with exceptional luster and almost flawless surfaces remain surprisingly difficult to locate, intensifying competition among registry set collectors who seek the highest graded pieces available. Market values for 2009 D quarters vary enormously depending on condition and rarity. Circulated examples generally remain worth face value or only slightly above it, often ranging from 25 cents to a few dollars if sold individually. Uncirculated examples may trade in the range of $2 to $15 depending on demand and preservation quality. Certified mint state examples in grades such as MS-66 or MS-67 can rise substantially, with some pieces reaching roughly $50 to several $100s. Exceptional registry quality specimens graded MS-68, especially from tougher issues within the series, have occasionally sold for several $1,000s in specialized markets. Rare mint errors may command equally impressive figures. Certain dramatic striking anomalies can sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s when authenticated. Values are influenced by population reports from grading services, auction competition, collector interest in modern coinage, and the ongoing desire for top-ranked examples within competitive collections. For collectors pursuing valuable 2009 D quarters, careful examination and authentication are essential. Surface quality should be inspected under proper lighting to identify scratches, contact marks, weak strikes, or signs of cleaning that may reduce value. Certification through respected grading organizations significantly enhances confidence and liquidity in the market, because grading establishes an accepted assessment of condition and authenticity. Coins should ideally be stored in inert holders, capsules, or archival materials that prevent environmental damage and preserve their original mint luster. Acquiring examples from established coin dealers, reputable auctions, and active numismatic communities often provides greater security than random online purchases. Collectors should also educate themselves about known varieties and maintain awareness of population statistics, because understanding how many elite examples exist can influence buying decisions. The 2009 D Quarter series ultimately represents a compelling intersection of history, artistry, and modern collecting dynamics. While these quarters do not generally rival legendary rarities from earlier eras in absolute value, they demonstrate that modern coinage can still produce noteworthy treasures. Their historical importance arises from commemorating diverse regions and cultural identities within the United States, while their aesthetic appeal stems from distinctive reverse designs and careful engraving work. For experienced numismatists, the pursuit of high-grade or error examples offers both challenge and excitement. And for newer collectors, the series provides an accessible entry point into advanced collecting principles such as grading, rarity analysis, and market behavior. As interest in condition rarity continues to grow, the finest surviving 2009 D Quarters may continue strengthening their place within modern American numismatics and remain attractive acquisitions for those who appreciate both history and long-term collectible potential.